Hello my friends and welcome to the new video. My name is Gideon, the founder of GG and Dama as part of GG Collective Co. So we said we were going to try something different this time, and so here it is. First of all, what we plan for this channel is to show our growth, not only as a brand but also what's behind the brand, the people who make GG Collective Co. what it is. This video is the first in a series over the life of the channel where we invite you to watch, listen and also search with us. So I invite you to step away from your computer or your tablet or your mobile phone, turn up your audio so you can hear and have a Dharma session with me. I thought this would be a pretty neat idea as it removes us from being stationary, being lazy and gets us onto our feet and actually doing something that what I believe is truly positive, playing Kendama. While you continue to watch, I would also like to talk about a couple of things, not all Dharma related but also life related, as I also want to provide more value to these videos, and I feel YouTube is a great platform for communicating, exploring, teaching and inspiring, but more on that later. Today I'll be working on my whirlwinds, and just as a disclaimer, you'll probably see, I must stress to you all, I'm not a professional kendama player, not by a long stretch even a very good kendama player. So if you want to go in the comments and drill me for my lack of skill, that's completely fine, go for it. But just know, that's why I plan on making these videos, to continue practicing, getting better, and in the long run, I may even progress quite well. Putting in the time and hard work is what really matters. And when you do that and feel that sense of achievement, that's what we're all aiming for, right? Because it's a positive mindset, and that's what kendama does for me, and I'm sure for you also. So today, I'm working on my whirlwinds, as I love Whirlwind Check Wednesday, and I love honing them, and I refuse to fail a whirlwind check. But right now, you would have seen I was warming up. I was getting my coordination dialed in. Now, I know this isn't for everyone, and it may even feel like a waste of time, but I personally like to start my Dharma sessions with a relaxing and positive beginning. It's like going to the gym. You don't start by putting 100 kilos in the barbell and expect nothing will snap. You have to warm up, get the blood flowing, and your body accustomed to a higher demand of workload. So I usually start with multiples of cupping, working with my way up to the spike, Dharma rotations, can rotations, all the very basic work to get my mind focused and ready. Once that's done, I'll move on to the work. So most specifically, I'm attempting the swing spike to whirlwind. Once I'm in a whirlwind position, I will continue to attempt more whirlwinds and hopefully gain a streak. That's pretty much my drill for today, and we'll see how many I can get in a row. While that's happening, I'd like to talk about a couple of things. First of all, the power of habits. We form some habits more easily than others, and there's a multitude of factors of where I believe can cause this. Namely, depending on how easy it is in your nature to form them, whether they are brought onto you more, or more importantly, how you form them yourself. And there's ways to do this. The reason why I want to talk about this is due to the fact that this is a contributing factor to constant progression. Without the process of continually pursuing something, you cannot expect to reach a goal or achieve mastery. It is the constant effort which allows us to move forward. Essentially, allowing yourself the opportunity to practice, hone, perfect, and in anything you do will lead to mastery eventually. Everyone's journey is different, but regardless, the ongoing effort is what will get you there. Positive habits can be formed, as I've said, naturally, by requirement or systematically. We wake up in the morning, we brush our teeth and get ready for the day, a very natural habit. We go to work and we usually have a required set of tasks. That was 3 that are needed to work to make the job work, which is a required habit. We take the time every day to exercise. It's a very self-formed habit. Those are some pretty simple examples of habits, but that's just it. At the core of these formed habits, they all lead to a bigger picture. They essentially make us who we are as functioning human beings. What's the bigger picture here? Well, it gets us through the day, we can put food on the table, we can rely on our health for other pursuits in life. Now I'd like to talk about a really good book by Charles Duhig, and I'll link you to the book in the caption if you would like to buy it. Consider it a very positive investment into yourself. Now, to summarize the book really quickly, The Power of Habit explores why habits are at the core of everything we do, how we can change them, and what impact that will have in your life. The book goes into some really interesting examples of how habits affect our lives from the very positive to some really catastrophic situations. And I won't get into it too much into detail, but it's a really good read and I highly recommend it. There's 3 points though that I was super interested in that I'd like to share here, and these will potentially help to form new habits or even break habits that can be counterproductive. Number 1, habits work in 3-step loops: cue, routine, reward. The reason we do something usually has this system. Something triggers an action, we respond to that action, and we get the reward in the end. The reward here is what ensures we continue doing this habit. Without the reward, it wouldn't continue. Number 2, you can change your habits by substituting just one part of the loop, the routine. When you notice a trigger, you proactively change the response and the cycle changes. And number 3, your most important habit is willpower, and that strengthens over time. Your ability to be aware of your actions, your habits, and your ability to change them will strengthen over time. It's like muscle. You work it, it recovers, it gets stronger. Always keep that in mind. At the heart of it all, if you're aware of your abilities, conscious of your actions, you can have the power to form positive habits and remove negative habits. When it comes to Dharma, the habit of constant play is an easy one. You make time, you sesh every day for a specific amount of time, you will eventually see progression. What I've noticed is when I'm deep into a sesh, that's when it's really good to start noticing your habits. I know sometimes I'm just playing absolutely automatic. I may even be trying, one trick for minutes on end, not lacing it, but in a constant loop. What I'm trying to be aware of there is the idea that you should always be conscious after each effort. If you miss a trick, reassess and try something different the next effort. By doing this, you are systematically getting closer to achieving your new goal. Once you achieve that goal, practice that effort/habit, and you'll notice that you're lacing the trick more often, and thus a positive loop is formed. If you watch some of the greatest Dharma players, you'll see that they have incredible habits formed to ensure they lay specific tricks, because in their head, they know this is how much they have to bend the knees, this is how hard I have to flip the can or tama, this is how hard I have to swing to ensure I gain a predictable result. If we are constantly aware of the importance of habits, we can shape ourselves into the person that we aim to be, a person that continually evolves over time, learns new things, and becomes the best version of ourselves. So, I'll leave it at there for today, fam. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to see more Dharma sessions like this, please do leave a comment. Let me know also if you happen to lace anything that you were really proud of in the comments. It all counts, big or small, so just know that. And I hope we can continue growing as a fam together. Till next time, my friends, my dudes, remember the GG ethos to learn, grow, and inspire. Sesh on, and much Dharma love.